Good morning, Everything Sportsman here. I haven't posted in a while, and that's because a lot of life-changing things have happened, like me getting out of the military because I broke my back, and some other things, got a new house, and whatever. So anyways, I want to tell you guys a little bit about a trolling motor. This trolling motor. It's a good motor. It's a MotorGuide Xi3 with the remote control and the GPS and all that stuff. Now, it is a good motor, don't get me wrong, I don't like it. I have the Minn Kota Tarovas, I got all kinds of I've used the other trolling motors, but this one is not my favorite, and I'll tell you why. The GPS is pretty accurate. I guess it records when you... This is my first GoPro camera. Anyways. Alright, so this is the controller. There's really no way to adjust the settings to be perfect. So when you hit this little go straight button right here at the top, that's the problem that I'm having, is when you hit the go straight button, it wants to change and turn and do everything that it's not supposed to do. But I have a theory behind that, and I'm not going to test it because there's other things I don't like about the motor. Like the speed, right? You got a plus and minus for the speed. When you hit plus, it goes faster, minus, it goes slower. The problem that I'm having is that I can't get my speed right. So I do a lot of trolling for crappie or crappie, however you want to say it, and they're roughly around 1 mile per hour. Well, if you go too much faster than that or too slow, they won't bite, especially in my area. And so when I'm running, I run around 1.2 miles per hour. And then when I hit net or minus, then it wants to run down in the 0.6 miles per hour. And that's not going to work. And there's no way to adjust it. And then there's a cruise control setting here. But I don't understand what that does, because it doesn't set, you can't set the speed exactly where you want to set it. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this motor. I do have the Minn Kota Tarova, and I've had the power drives, and I've had the Ultera. They're just a heck of a lot better motor, and they're a lot better quality. But I'm going to take this one off of here. It's got its good things and its bad things, but I'm returning it. I'm not going to give it a bad review, like a bad public review. I'll probably give it 4 stars. You know what? No, I'm going to give it 3 stars just because it's not. So one thing I have out of my Minn Kotas is that when you put the anchor button down, the spot lock, it is nice and smooth, and it keeps you in that area. This one, it lets you drift for a second, and then it just turns and it cranks it on. And there's a couple times it about threw me out the boat. Like if I was standing up and I heard the motor turn, I would go ahead and squat down and grab the boat to make sure that I don't go throwing out of it, because it just turns on and it'll whip you around. For kayak or canoe, that's not what you want, because they're tippy, as we all know. Or maybe you don't know, but they're tippy. But I built this custom mount here for it, and it worked great. See that? Got everything in there. Anyways, my theory as to why it wants to turn when you're rolling on the go straight button is that this is mounted on the back of my boat instead of on the front of the boat. But I'm not going to mount it on the front of the boat to test the theory, because like I said, there's things about it that I don't like. And I had ordered me a Tarova already, so I'm kind of waiting on it to get in. But my theory is, because it's on the back of the boat, the motor basically has to be backwards the whole time to run it. So instead of being able to hold the controller like this while you're running, you got to flip it upside down. Well, me, because I can't get my mind to work right, but you got to flip it upside down like this to be able to go left, right, But if you're like this, how it's supposed to be, the correct orientation, this is left, this is right. So it's confusing for me, and I'm simple-minded, so there's that. All in all, I would recommend this trolling motor for somebody that wants a very simple remote and isn't really serious about getting really fine-tuned settings. The GPS is great. Spot lock, it held me right where I needed to be to let me drift a couple meters or yards, feet, whatever, however you want to say it. It'll let me drift a little bit and then it'll straighten me out. But like I said, I can't have it cranking on it and trying to throw me out the boat. I'm going to go ahead and remove the trolling motor now. I want to get back into shooting my air guns. I got to set up a range. I bought a new property and everything, so I got to get a range set up. A quick little review about that FX Impact 35. I'm not really a big fan of it, to be completely honest. It's fun. I did a lot of tuning on it to try to get it to be what I want it to be, but it kind of just, I don't know, I just kind of don't like it. I was thinking about converting it to a 25 cal. Alright, this is mind numbing. I'm gonna go get a drill. Alright, so these are stainless screw nuts and bolts. And the one thing you got to remember when you're messing with stainless, if you go too fast, it'll seize to itself. And so you got to go nice and slow on these. Always one in everything that you do. What's that, you ask? An a-hole. That's what it is. Whether it's a nut and bolt or co-worker, sibling. Just like that. Now why didn't the other one do that? Trolling motor is off. Today I'll be taking this to UPS to do an Amazon return. I don't know if you want to watch me take this bolt off, but you can if you want. At this point, usually I would cut it, but I don't want to get anything hot that close to my kayak here. But I'm probably gonna have to cut it anyways. we go. Now it's coming off. I know this isn't how you're supposed to use a drill. I know that. But Ryobi, or Ryobi, however you want to say it, has a locking feature on the chuck that allows you to hand turn stuff. I might be able to use a drill now. Yeah. Yeah, man. See that? It cross-threaded itself. Now, how does that happen? I don't understand. How does a nut and bolt that's together already all the way screwed in tight, how does it cross-thread itself? And it's only stainless. I don't get it. I've only ever done that in stainless. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Everything Sportsman, and have a blessed day.